There's been a lot of sightings and pictures of Kit Harington in Belfast lately, but the Daily Mail has pictures of Harington definitively filming scenes for Game of Thrones Season 6. In the pictures, Jon Snow is not wearing the all-black garb of the Night's Watch. He's wearing Stark battle armor. As you know, the only way to get out of your Night's Watch vows is death, and Jon Snow dies at the end of Season 5. Some speculate that he's filming a flashback scene, and that Jon really is dead and not coming back. But others are countering that Jon Snow was never in any battles before he took the black and left Winterfell. The Stark armor is also used in ceremonies, such as when King Robb came to Winterfell in Season 1. Jon Snow is not allowed to attend such ceremonies, as Catelyn Stark doesn't want Ned Stark's bastard around. The armor Jon is wearing in these pictures is reminiscent of the light armor Robb Stark wore during the War of the Five Kings, or the armor Ned wore in Season 1. This is of note because in the books, Robb Stark names Jon Snow his heir. Robb's wife is never pregnant in the books, or at least he's never aware that his wife is pregnant. And since Bran, Rickon, and Arya are presumed dead, the throne of Winter would pass to Tyrion Lannister in the event of Robb's death, as Tyrion is the husband of Sansa, and would be the last remaining Stark. Robb does not like Tyrion and does not distinguish him from the other Lannisters as the audience does, so he views Tyrion becoming Lord of Winterfell as the Lannisters winning the war, which is the way Tywin Lannister sees it as well. So Robb Stark names Ned's fourth son his heir, and has his Northern Lords swear to serve Jon as King of the North in the event of his death. Roose Bolton arrived late and was not aware of this agreement, and most of the Northern Lords aware of it were captured or killed at the Red Wedding. The only ones not present were Maege Mormont, the Lady of Bear Island, and Galbraith Glover, the Master of Deepwood Moat. These two were sent to find Howland Reed, Mira and Jojen's father, at the floating castle Greywater Watch, and were never heard from again. The background in these photos look a lot like the ground near Stannis' camp on his way to Winterfell, which seems to confirm rumors that Jon Snow will be resurrected and will lead Northern and Wildling armies against the Boltons. This has been speculated to be the events of the book and what is called the Grand Northern Conspiracy. The idea is that the Northern Lords are pitting Stannis against the Boltons while secretly backing Jon Snow. Lyanna Mormont's letter to Stannis is a huge clue in this theory, which says that Bear Island knows no king but the King of the North, whose name is Stark. Stannis believes that to win the Northern Lords he must name Jon Snow Lord of Winterfell, without realizing that the Northern Lords already backed Jon Snow as their king instead of Stannis. All this begs the question, was Maisie Williams lying to us? Maisie, the actress who plays Arya Stark, is one of many actors alongside Finn Jones, who plays Sir Loras Tyrell, and Christian Nairn, who plays Hodor, and others who have been saying Jon Snow is dead and is not coming back. So were they all lying? My answer is no. Having watched many interviews with Game of Thrones actors, I know that the producers Dan and Dave are pranksters. Sometimes they write death scenes for characters that make it to the next season just to prank the actors. I believe that Dan and Dave wrote scripts for most of the cast where Jon Snow is not resurrected, to keep that secret from the other actors who work in different parts of the story and other sets. So Maisie and Finn and Christian aren't lying when they say Jon Snow isn't coming back, because that's genuinely not in the scripts they've read. There are other actors, of course, who would be working with Kit Harington and would have been given the real script. Curiously enough, none of those actors have given interviews for Season 6. Carice Van Houten and Liam Cunningham usually give numerous interviews separately and jointly for upcoming seasons of Thrones, and oddly enough, neither has given any interviews for Season 6, at least not any interviews after they read the scripts. Melisandre's vision of her walking across the walls of Winterfell as Bolton banners fall is one of many clues of Jon Snow's return. Some fans believe that Melisandre was seeing Sansa, another redhead, in that vision, but Sansa has since left Winterfell, and Bolton banners still fly. I believe that vision was of Jon's capture of Winterfell with Melisandre by his side. Some people believe Melisandre is actually in this picture under the umbrella. I'm not so sure, but that's what some people say. Melisandre's character believes that the vision was of Stannis' victory over the Boltons, but once she realizes Stannis isn't going to win the battle in episode 10, she immediately goes to Castle Black, where she has a strange connection and unfinished business with Jon Snow. The Night's King also has unfinished business with Jon, and the books offer other clues as to Jon Snow's fate. Aemon's "Kill the boy, Jon Snow, kill the boy and let the man be born," and Samwell Tarly's "He always comes back" also hit Jon's eventual return. So don't worry, folks, Maisie was not lying to you, but the wolves will rise again. Like, comment, subscribe, share, check out my other videos. I should be back with a Tower of Joy video later this week.